The first poem I shall do tonight is based around a work from Shakespeare. He's like a real underground poet. I'm just trying to get him some more exposure. It's based around Act 2, Scene 2 of Romeo and Juliet, the balcony scene. And in this poem, I wanted to address the idea of white feminism, which isn't any feminist who's white, but the sort of feminism that negates the trials of intersectionality. It was put plainest to me that like a couple hundred years ago, there were feminists whose only plight was to have more female slave owners as compared to just abolishing slavery. And so I see white feminism in modern times coming up in the culture of microaggressions, appropriation, and victimhood. Race is a deep topic and I can't say all that I want to in one poem, but this is what I wanted to address today. So here's my piece. I call it, I make love to white feminism and we both end up killing ourselves. A poem after William Shakespeare. You ask me, wherefore art thou Romeo? As if you don't know, as if you are not standing on me, as if you did not invite yourself in. Unrolled me like a map, used every stretch of skin, every curve, every angle from somebody other than you, just to make yourself feel pretty. Turning yourself into victim, othering me, asking me, why am I Romeo? Why am I here? Why is it offensive to ask? Why do they have to be so loud? Why are you always offended? Why do you always have to talk about race? You tell me to deny thy father, refuse thy name, as if you have not been doing that for me since I came here. I was in 5th grade when I had a teacher ask me if I had an Asian name. Subsequently, every time I've said no to that question, I get told things like, oh, so you're not really Asian. My name was given to me by my father, which is impressive because he isn't exactly known to be the greatest gift giver. He gave me Grandpa's name, a man I'll never meet. I can't think of what's more Asian, an heirloom of honor that can survive generations, that you can take across oceans and never fear it breaking. You swear on love you will no longer be a Capulet, but I already knew that. You've long gone strayed from being Capulet. You culprit, you culture vulture, you incorporating brownness without brown people. Juliet, can't you see? Being a Capulet was never the problem. No matter what you tell me, what you come from is not something you can shrug off. You can only hope to make right by it. You argue, what's Montague? 'Tis nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. You call this equality. Take all of my belongings, strip me of all that makes us different. Claim you cannot see color, claim that that's a compliment. He loves me. He loves me not. Pulling me limb from limb. What does it matter the answer, Juliet, if this is how you come to it? Can't you see that you're tearing us apart? Can't you see you don't love yourself? You challenge the crowd. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Is that so, Miss Capulet? Cause I call it genocide. You say violence is a third world thing. I call it colonialism. You say the past is the past. I call it hate crime. You say the race of victim isn't important. I call it terrorism. You call it non-political misunderstood mental illness. I call it AAVE. You call it Stan Twitter language. I call it 9 years incarcerated. You say that they don't belong here. I say it is hard to be feminine in this body. I wasn't even talking to you. Yet you come. You say it's because I'm doing it wrong, it's not natural. You say it is harder to be you. Juliet, admit it. You need the name Rose to make the fragrance palatable. You want your brown artist to perform pain for you, labor, so you can praise it, but not face it. Claim you went to one show, that you posted one photo, so how could you be racist? If you won't have me by this name, by this body, then take me at my word. I'm not your retribution, I'm not your excuse, I'm not your token, I'm not your fetish, I'm not your Romeo. Thank you.